Hello and welcome to the Fit Active Studio Gym and a short video about stretching. It's a perfect little stretch session to put at the end of any workout. We're aiming to get into the legs and a little bit into the upper body and chest and back. And so we're going to start from the bottom up. So we're going to go with the calf muscles to start with. For these stretches I'm using a platform. So just if you happen to have stairs in your house, then the bottom step of your flight of stairs is perfect. Otherwise, any kind of raised platform, it needs a little bit of stability. You could even use a chair, but a chair, because it's a little bit higher than this, will give you much stronger stretches. So just bear that in mind when you're working with a higher platform, that your range of motion might be slightly less than you would achieve with a low height platform. Okay, so away we go. I'm going to start with a calf stretch. So coming onto your platform, you are going to allow the ball of the foot to rest on your support, and I want you to press the heel down towards the floor, keeping this leg that you're stretching not completely straight, but not bent at this stage either. With this one we can put in an upper back stretch, so I want you to open through the top of the spine, think of the shoulder blades working away from the spine. Drop your chin to your chest and open through the upper back by easing the hands away from you. Just hold that gently and then release the stretch on both calf and upper back. We're going to just tune this a little bit here, this stretch, by taking the stretch towards the base of the calf muscle. You should feel it more around the Achilles here by bending this knee and still putting a bit of pressure through the heel, so you're easing the heel down towards the floor. Here you can incorporate a chest stretch, so open through the chest, ease the hands down towards the floor, think of lifting them away from the bum a little bit, so away from the back, and just feel that stretch coming into the top of the chest. Try to make sure that your neck is staying fairly relaxed here, and that you're not kind of easing the chin forwards and putting tension through the neck. We should just be feeling this through the top of the chest, really easing everything wide. Ease that off gently. And we're going to take this stretch now into the hamstrings. So I'm going to use my right leg here. You are supporting the heel on your platform. You're keeping a very slight flexion on this front leg, and you're going to put a bend through the supporting leg. Keep your back fairly straight, reaching forwards, and then standing tall once more. So each time you reach forwards, easing the hips out behind you, you should feel a stretch into the hamstring at the back of this leg here. Keep reaching the hands away from you and then straighten up. You repeat for a third time. Next we aim to rotate the hip in the socket to stretch. So to do that I want you to tilt your toes to one side. So here I'm using my right leg and I'm tilting my toes towards the left. I'm reaching to the right. So you're reaching across the foot. And just imagine that you're reaching your fingertips away from your toe tips. Straighten up and do that a third time. Then we're going to rotate your hip the other way, and to do that you're going to tilt your toe the other way. So here I'm tilting my toe towards my right. You can just put a little bit of turnout on this underneath foot as well, just to complete this idea of this stretch. So whilst tilting your toes to the right, you're going to reach your fingertips to the left. So again, you're reaching your fingertips away from your toe tips. Reach with a fairly flat back once more, and do that 3 times, reaching forwards, taking the stretch into different parts of the hamstring. You'll feel as you rotate the hip, different parts of the muscle will get a stretch. You're taking your foot here onto the side, so the instep is being supported by the platform, and you will find some work coming into the inner thigh with our stretches. Reach away from you, so you're keeping a flat back. Imagine that you're just trying to touch something out in front of you, can't quite make contact with. So feel the back get a little bit of work here too. Feel that stretch, easing out into the mid-back. 3 times. If you find it too much with the hands coming forwards, then feel free to just keep the hands on the hips and reach the top of the head forwards. You should still get an inner thigh stretch, and that's really what we're aiming for here. Whichever one you choose, aim for about 3 stretches. Then you're going to turn your back on your platform. Your ball of your foot is resting on there, and that's giving you stability and balance, hopefully. Keep this knee going straight over the supporting toe, and here we put in an overhead reach. So you're bending through both knees as you take the arms out overhead. For 2 times, just reach straight up and feel the hip flexor getting a stretch. On the third one, reach overhead and then give you a lean away from that rear leg. So the stretch comes into the hip flexor and then out the top of the leg, out the top of the hip with that lean. And then straighten and take your foot from the step. So we have worked there from the calves up into the hamstrings and into the inner thigh. So you can repeat that on the other leg. So the other leg will get a stretch into the calf, you use the other leg in your hamstring stretch, and then you will turn to take the inner thigh stretch, and again to do your hip flexor. Okay? Then we're going to have a go at the front of the thigh. So for this one, you're going to take the heel towards the bum. We're putting distance down the front of the thigh here by easing the hip forward and drawing the knee back. And that distance gives you a stretch down the front of your leg at the top there. Take your arm wide and stand nice and tall. Feel free if you need to hold something, back of a chair, a wall, if your balance needs a little bit of help. But once you've found your balance, try to take your fingertips away and work on balancing independently. To release your stretch, just ease this knee forwards and then gently let the foot go. After that, we're going to go to a seated position and we're going to work on the glutes. So, sitting down on the floor, you're going to take a cross-legged position here and sit nice and straight and tall. From that nice straight back position, I want you to lean forwards, maintain a nice straight spine. Reach with the hands for a little bit more of a stretch, and you'll find that the glutes get a little bit of a stretch and that works into the outer thigh a little bit too. Reach it forwards and sit tall, and the third time we'll reach forwards and sit straight. With this one, you will naturally put one leg in front of the other. For some reason my left leg always ends up in front when I sit cross-legged. You need to make sure that you stretch using the other leg in front too. So sit nice and straight and tall and ease forward once more. 3 times, making sure you're evening up the stretch through the glutes. So you will have stretched on both the right and the left legs evenly, working from the calves at the base of the leg into the hamstrings and then into the inner thigh and the front of thigh, rounding off with the glutes. So with any luck, by tomorrow morning you will feel absolutely tip-top, no muscle stiffness at all, and sitting on the loo will be a complete breeze. Thanks for watching.